Hello people and welcome to the second video of the CLUMSY 2B gets S plus rank playthrough. So if you remember last time we reached chapter 5. You need armor Ashley, because if you have armor Ashley she won't take damage, she won't be carried away, she's basically invincible with the armor. But don't get me wrong, there are some places in the game that can be difficult even with armor Ashley, if you are too careless. I have saved 3 times in this playthrough. I'm going to save 2 times in the cabin fight, because that fight is the most difficult thing to do in this part of the game, in the village.
Alright.
Well, we are here with armor Ashley. Return to the place where Ashley was to get this yellow diamond. After that, just keep running. I'm not glitching my way out, I'm doing everything as it should. I'm not using any glitches, any skips. I'm just going through the entire game as intended. This part is not difficult because we have armor Ashley and we can just run past all the enemies that are here. We are going to kill the first one, the first lady. Grab the flash grenade, don't forget to grab the flash grenade that's behind you. After that, grab the treasure and grab the resources that are here. Just continue running, skipping everything. Remember, you need to press start and then Y to skip the comms and to skip the cutscenes faster. Here we are going to stealth kill this first lady.
They're coming, get behind me.
And then we are going to skip this other guy. And we are going to keep running. Just keep running. Don't worry if Ashley gets caught. She has the armor, so she's invincible. I almost got hit here, but no worries. Just keep running, just keep running. We are here close to the merchant and here is Ashley. Break the barrels. And here I'm going to sell this lamp. I'm going to use the 3 sapphires. This is the butterfly lamp that we got before fighting the giant in the last episode, in the last video. From now on I'm going to try and sell all the ammo that I don't need. I'm going to use mostly the Chicago Sweeper ammo and the pistol ammo. We don't need anything else for the time being. Oh, and also remember to buy the flashbang recipe, because you are going to craft a lot of those from now on.
Hey, can we take a break?
If you have some shotgun shells around, just keep them. Go to the right, grab the items, and don't forget to grab the necklace. Go through this well and kill this guy without being noticed. You need to move a little to the left. It might seem that he will spot you, but he won't if you are quickly enough. Kill him, break the barrels, and move through the cave. Go up the ladder, and here you can stealth kill this lady. Remember, we are going to get back here to kill the savage mod. That's another difficult part of this run. But we are going to need the spinels the merchant gives us for this savage mod to get our infinite Chicago Sweeper when we reach the castle. You can skip the savage mod, but I don't recommend that. Here we are going back to the Victor's Mendez house. We need to get back here for the savage mod to spawn. Shoot the nest, grab the item. We need to enter, and we are going actually for the treasures that are in the attic. Go to his room, get this switch and open the entrance to the attic. Send Ashley there.
Okay.
You only need to grab two things up there, a yellow herb and the camera, the antique camera I think it is called.
What is this place?
So the yellow herb is right here. Also two crates, you can break them for the items. I got a grenade. And the antique camera is here. After you get them, just get back. There is nothing else to grab here. Just those two things and break the crates. And now the Savage Mod is outside the gate. In the main area. We are going to see him for a brief moment while we are opening the door. He's right there and he's going to run. Now for the Savage Mod, I know there are some good strategies out there in the internet. Don't get me wrong, I'll give you advice, but probably not the one you were expecting. Here my game was having difficulties loading some stuff. I don't know if that's because of the mod I've been using, but this was the only place in the entire playthrough I had issues. I'm going to throw a grenade first and a lady is going to fly out of nowhere. Throw another one if you have them. You must have a lot of grenades, we have not been using them in this run. Throw all the grenades you can. If you have flash grenades, throw them. The difficult part about this is that there are a lot of enemies around, but if you are close to the mod you can evade the hammer guy, throw grenades. If the mod is in the floor, just get close to him and knife him. And just after you use your knife, try to hit him a lot with your Chicago sweeper. At this point I got separated from it and I had to kill a lot of people, but don't worry, you can get past this. Ashley won't take damage, don't worry if you get hit. Like I said in the previous video, just use your herbs, just use your eggs, just use vipers if you still have them. It doesn't matter, it's okay. You have enough ammo, don't worry about the ammo. The cabin fight comes at the end of this chapter, but don't worry too much about that. Just use everything you have in your power, throw everything, throw flashbangs to kill the plagas. As you can see, you have more than enough bullets for the Chicago because we have been using all the resources for this. Use your knife a lot. Every time you can, use your knife. If you see that you are going to get hit by the hammer guy, just run away and let the hammer guy kill some dudes in the process. And every time you can, just shoot them out and everything will be fine. So I got the last hit to the mod with my Chicago sweeper, and it's okay if I just run and evade everything else. Now that the Savage mod is dead, I tried to kill these last two enemies just for the loot. But then a plaga spawned. So I decided it was not worth it and started to run towards the next section. I forgot for a moment which way to go, that's why I ran towards this place. Don't do this and go directly to the house you need to go. I had just two enemies here waiting for me, but it's okay, don't worry, just get to this house, enter this house. This is the house where the shotgun was, and open the window, go through the window and go down here. There are two enemies up ahead, you can skip past them, don't worry. If you get grabbed, use your knife. If you get damaged, use your heals, don't worry about that. There are no traps in this section, I believe. I got grabbed 2 times, I used a lot of heals, but don't worry, there are no traps here. Just run through the door, Ashley will follow, don't worry about her. And this section is done. You have killed the Savage Mod, congratulations, and we are going now to the cabin fight. The cabin fight is the most difficult part in this section of the run, in the village actually. It's more difficult than any bosses, than any other enemies you may encounter. So here, just kill this dude to help you open some way, and I like to go after this treasure. You have plenty of time, don't worry, just go through there, open the treasure with the Way Shrine key. Grab this herb, and here I got grab again. Don't worry, just use your knife. And here is the big dude, the brute. He's going to run after you, but don't worry, you can run past him pretty quickly. Now go here, and we are going to get the spinels from the merchant.
Nice work.
Sell everything you can sell.
You buying?
I already have the 30 spinels required to upgrade the Chicago Sweeper. Sell the antique pipe, sell the antique camera. Repair your knife is important. You need to repair your knife because you're going to need it for the cabin siege. Now, the other thing that I recommend you to do is to upgrade the Red 9 1 point in reload speed and in power. The main weapons for the cabin fight are the Red 9 and the shotgun. I decided to save here because I found this fight very difficult and I wanted to replay it as soon as possible every time I failed. Practice the first part of this chapter is going from the church to the cabin. If you go from the church to the cabin with no problems, don't save before the cabin. But like I said, I just wanted to repeat this area as fast as possible, that's why I decided to save here. Keep in mind that if you die in the cabin, you need to repeat the process, that is, going from the church, killing the Savage Mod, and then getting through the cabin. What just happened to me was very funny to say the least. I was overconfident and forgot that dude was waiting for me. So I reloaded the save. Remember that if you die, you need to exit to the main menu and load your previous save. Now, I know that there is some enemy waiting for me outside of the door, but you can go to the barrels, break them, grab the items and continue moving forward, and he's not going to grab you. Now that kill reminded me that I needed to get back my shotgun. At this point I was taking my time, knowing that the cabin fight was just around the corner. Registered some shortcuts, crafted shotgun shells, crafted flashbangs. It's important to have flash grenades because in the cabin sometimes there might be 2 or 3 plagas around and you can kill all of them with just one flashbang. Now we're ready to go. Break the barrels and I grabbed the items and it was fine. Just after that, continue running until you see the cutscene. Now we are with Luis. The first thing you need to do is grab the wooden planks and use them in this window. Use always the first wooden planks in that window. Now go and block this other window, and what I like to do at this point is to grab every single item in the cabin. Go around, grab everything, break the crates, grab the green herb, go upstairs, break the crates and grab all the items that you can grab. The gunpowder, the hand grenade, the red and green herbs. I think those are predetermined. And after that, go to the stairs and stay at this point. In this point you can wait for the enemies to go through the window and throw a grenade to kill 2 or 3 with just one grenade. Stay in this area, don't move forward, just wait for them with the red 9. trying to aim for the head. If you see any enemies twitching in the floor, try to run to them to use your knife and avoid some unwanted plagas to spawn. If you see an enemy approaching you, keep shooting while moving backwards and everything will be fine. Once you have killed them, just go down, grab the items that they drop and go back to this position, to the stairs. The stairs are safe at this point. Just shoot them all. Look on the floor if you see any wooden planks. The thing we are doing at this point is to kill enough enemies until they drop the wooden planks. We need 2 more wooden planks to close the 2 remaining windows. Once you have done that, you need to kill like 5 more enemies for the brute to spawn. Stay in the stairs, be aware of your surroundings. The wooden plank was already there, but there were too many enemies around. I decided to use a flashbang for this one because he was too close. He even landed a hit on me, but it's okay. And I went down here, killed this other dude with my knife. There is another plaga there and there is a wooden plank here. Fortunately, because there is a plaga just outside. At this point I decided to stay down to help Luis, because there is only 1 window left. It's okay if you stay here. You can manage with all the remaining enemies if you are quick enough. Just use your knife when prompted. Use your red 9 aiming to the head. And everything will be fine, don't worry. This is easy, this is the easy part. Just survive in the stairs until you see a wooden plank. Just go after it. If you see a dude twitching in the ground, go after him and kill him quickly. And there you go. Easy enough. The last wooden plank, it's taking its time, but I think this guy is going to drop it because I've already killed a lot of dudes. There is another plaga. This one is very far away and there is just 1 enemy, so it's okay if you just take your time with your red 9. But if you see more enemies going through the window, equip your shotgun and dispose of them quickly. This one had the wooden planks, so I go after the window, kill this dude and use the wooden planks in the window. Now there is just 1 plaga here and the enemies are going to start dropping from the 2nd floor. So just wait for them here with your shotgun. Remember to save 3 or 4 bullets for the brute once he spawns. Don't worry, you got this. At this point you just need to survive. It's not easy, I'm not saying it is, but it's completely doable if you are confident enough. Just stay calm. If you are damaged, heal up. If you are grabbed, mash your buttons. If you have enemies in front of you that are facing the other way, just use your knife. If you see you are kinda overwhelmed, just fire your shotgun without worrying too much about the ammo and be sure to use your knife when prompted. And now here it comes, the brute. I don't actually remember his name, I'm calling him the brute. But well, you need to kill the brute first. Just focus on the brute, because once you kill the brute, this cabin siege is over. So I used a flashbang, I went after him and used my knife. And after that, this guy was in the way, just move out, throw a grenade, you should have one, and use your knife a little bit. Try to be looking at him all the time, because it's way easier to avoid his attacks if you are looking at him. So the idea is to throw the flashbang, go after him with the knife, and then use the shotgun. Flashbang, knife, then use my shotgun. I forgot to equip it. And there you go. One shot in the face and he's down. Remember to grab the emerald, it's important, you're going to need it. And just stay here avoiding all the enemies and the cutscene will start. And that's the end of the chapter. It's not easy. That's why I recommend you to save before this fight. Now that we are done with the cabin, we are not going to save yet. We are going to save just before the Bella sisters. The Bella sisters are quite difficult to defeat, I'm not gonna lie. Keep it up, we are almost there, we are almost in the castle, we are almost done with the village. We can already see the light at the end of the tunnel because the infinite Chicago sweeper is almost with us. So keep going, we are almost there. The red barrel is the most expensive gemstone, so be sure to get it. We are going to break all the barrels here, all the crates, and grab all the items, and then go and talk to the merchant.
Definitely gonna catch a cold.
I decided to sell the ornate necklace. I put 2 alexandrites and 2 yellow diamonds to get the most out of this treasure. Sell it for 55,500. Sell the kitchen knife. Sell the sentinel 9 too. You're not going to need that weapon. Sell the rifle ammo. I'm taking my time here thinking about what to sell and what to upgrade, and it's a good moment to remind you to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe, leave comments if you want, and I'm just going to say thank you for watching and for following my content. Increase the rate of fire of the shotgun and the power of the shotgun. There is a strategy involving bolts for the Bella sisters, but I prefer to just use the weapons I have already upgraded. Now this part may be difficult for some people, but it's not actually that complicated. What we are going to do in this next part is going to lure all the enemies towards us and let them follow us upstairs. So go ahead and kill the first enemy in the left with the knife. Just get their attention. Go up here to the left. Open the treasure, don't worry about Ashley too much. And you can see they are following to the left. And you are completely safe here. Don't worry about anything, just keep running. I forgot about this trap, so be careful about this trap when you are here. But once you are done with the trap, just continue running, be careful with the other traps in the way. Don't worry about Ashley. Simply get through this door, Ashley will be fine and the enemies will forget about her. Now here I wanted to get this treasure. Remember, this guy is always a plaga. I tried to shoot him in the legs and avoid this confrontation, but I was clumsy and then I got hit a lot because of this guy. This is just a single enemy, but I was overwhelmed by him. Once again, this is a moment to remind you that if you screw up, it's okay. That if you get hit, it's okay. That you just need to use your heals and move forward without thinking too much about it. Remember, he's a plaga, so if he dies and the plaga doesn't spawn, get close and kill him with the knife. Now this is the place where I recommend you to save. Save the 5th time here, the 4th time if you don't save before the cabin. So remember, save here because this next fight it's actually complicated and it might get ugly if you are not careful enough.
Sure is quiet.
There is a treasure here, just shoot it, it's a spinel. Now there are 2 enemies here, one guy and that lady over there. Be careful if they spawn a plaga. If they start twitching, just run as fast as you can and kill them before the plaga spawns. After that, just go up here and grab all the items that you might grab. Grab the yellow herb that is in the first place. Break the boxes, buy the barrels. Keep running, always run, never walk. Grab the green herb, grab this rifle ammo, break these other crates, and now go to the back side. You don't need to command Ashley to hide because she's perfectly fine with the armor, but I just like to do that. Here you'll find a treasure. Open the treasure with the way shrine key and get back to the main area as quickly as you can. Drop down and be ready for the fight. Remember, there is a first aid spray in this section. Be careful in this fight. Have everything prepared. The first aid spray, mix all the herbs, reload your weapons and start the fight. Shoot them up close. Shoot them with your shotgun as fast as you can, and once you need to reload, just stay back and shoot the enemies that may appear. Be ready to parry their attacks. Don't worry too much for your knife, just shoot them in the face. Shoot them as much as you can when you are up close, because that is what makes them lose more health points. Once you consider you have done enough damage, go outside and be ready to continue the fight outside where there is more space. Remember, this battle is not easy. Use the environmental damage, use everything you have in your power. You may die, it's okay, but that's why I saved just before this fight, because this fight is complicated and can go wrong in so many levels. Try to circle around this area, going up the stairs and getting back from the other side. That way you can shoot all the enemies from a safe distance and shoot the sisters up close with your shotgun. Just shoot the sisters and be ready to parry. Don't worry too much about the knives, it's okay. Now I used my Chicago sweeper. Be careful with the other enemies that may be upstairs at this moment. The sister can kill them with the chainsaw if she is close to them. Use grenades if you have them. Keep shooting. Remember, if she is close, use your shotgun and use your melee attacks when prompted. One of the sisters is already dead. We only need to survive a little bit longer and keep shooting. Keep shooting her as much as you can. If you see she is not dead yet, keep running, go to an open space, circle around, grab the items you may have missed, kill the enemies that you may have yet to kill, because they might drop items that you may find useful. Always use your melee attacks when prompted. You are invincible while doing them. Be careful with the lady. And now she's dead. And as simple as that, well, not that simple, but she's dead. Now the problem here is that there are 3 or 4 enemies left in the area. Be careful with those. Don't get too cocky like me and be sure that everyone is dead in the floor before moving forward or before giving them your back. Just circle around, there is enough space, just run until you can clearly see a path to shoot them up. It's not easy. I know there are only 2 or 3 enemies here, but I'm taking my time because things might get ugly if I'm not careful enough. And that's going to happen in a bit. try to parry. Now here I didn't saw that first aid spray in my inventory. That's why I'm running away, and I'm trying to kill them from far away. I kept shooting. 2 plagas spawned. I thought at this point I was dead, but I just continued with my onslaught, continued firing. My hopes were up. The 2 enemies were dead. Now I needed to kill this 1 more plaga. It may seem that you have little space to move, but you can always find a way to run. Sometimes the normal enemies are the most problematic. Don't surrender, just keep shooting if you are in this same situation. And there you go. This was an intense battle. The enemies were more difficult than the actual Bella sisters. That's why I said that this fight may go wrong if you are not careful enough. I finally used my first aid spray. Now that everyone is dead, I search for any items that I may have missed. The crates. And now I can continue to the next part. But most importantly, I needed the crank. And go to the door and open the door with the crank. If you have a flash grenade and the enemies are overwhelming you at this point, you can go to the door, wait for the enemies to approach, throw the flashbang and use the crank to open the door. I didn't have one, so I just killed everyone and used the crank. If you don't have a flashbang, don't try to open the door when the enemies are nearby, because it takes a lot of time to get this door open. In this next section, the only thing you should worry about is breaking everything and grabbing everything. This part is very easy. This is the first time Torres Mendes tries to grab Ashley. We need to run from him, and fortunately there is a flashbang right here in this table. Grab it, be sure to grab the flashbang, grab everything else, open the door, grab this gunpowder and continue moving forward. I was checking out how much ammo I had. Just crafted more handgun ammo and some shotgun shells. You are not going to need shotgun shells at this point. Just use your red 9 here. This is the cutscene, skip it and keep running,
Hurry!
And throw your flashbang here. Throw your flashbang here, ignore everyone and here wait until they run, then shoot the barrel. After that, just keep running to the left, keep running, evade everyone. You can evade everyone here, don't worry. And there you go, this is this entire section. Now we are going to fight Torres Mendes. The fight against Torres Mendes is quite difficult, I'm not gonna lie to you. And my strategy may not be the one you were looking for, because it's basically the same strategy I used against the giant. Just shoot and heal, but we are going to see how it goes. You can actually skip this fight if you crouch to the side of the merchant and clip through the wall. I have done that before, but I didn't want to do that in this run. I just wanted to do the entire run without doing any glitches or using any skips. Here I sold everything and tried to upgrade my weapons as best as I could. The only thing I could do at this point is to fix my primal knife, and everything else is just the same.
Came into some other combat.
I crafted some submachine gun ammo for the Chicago Sweeper, and that was all. This fight, just like the cabin, I just wanted to repeat it as soon as I could, so I saved here before this fight. And remember, this is the last fight before getting the infinite Chicago sweeper in the castle. So if you are done with this fight, you are basically done with the S plus professional run. Now that we are mentally prepared, go upstairs and enter the last building of the village, but remember to grab any items you may have yet to collect. Now, the fight against Vitores Mendes. As soon as the fight starts, go up the stairs. If you are up the stairs, it's very easy to fight against him. Just be mindful of the prompts. If it says to evade, you can press the button to evade. If it says you can parry it, you can run to the side and avoid the attack entirely without using your knife. But if you are not so sure you're quickly enough, just parry the attack and everything will be fine. It's not that hard. Just keep shooting him, try to shoot him in the eye. And if he starts charging this attack, you can avoid it by jumping down, but I here was trying to see if I could, by some miracle, avoid it upstairs. Keep shooting him until he is in the floor and drop down and use your knife. Once you are down, go up the ladder again and repeat the same process. You should have plenty of ammo at this point. Grab everything, grab all the resources. At this point, the only thing you should worry about is to avoid his attacks. Keep shooting, then subscribe to the channel and look out for any items you might have yet to grab. You have plenty of ammo with your shotgun, so don't worry about it too much. Shoot away, it's always the best advice. Always shoot when you can and heal if you need to. He's down again. I missed my chance to do a cool knife attack here, but don't worry, just go down and go after him. If he grabs you like he did here, just use your knife, no worries. Keep shooting until he enters the second phase. For the second phase, I like to stay up here and run to the sides when he starts throwing the fire logs at you. It's not difficult to avoid it, just keep shooting. Shoot, evade, shoot, evade. As soon as you can see the barrels, shoot the barrels. If he starts throwing the fire logs, just run through the other side and keep doing that. Keep doing that. Don't stop moving to the sides. Sometimes he may slow his attacks a bit. Don't worry, just try to time it. At this point he's going to charge at you. Be ready to avoid his attacks by pressing the corresponding button. I know there is a better strategy to kill him when he's in this phase, but I'm trying to show that even if you are clumsy and not perfect and just endure and keep trying on your own, you can get past all the enemies in this game. And now charge your shotgun and try to shoot him when he's close. Always try to shoot him when he is close to you with the shotgun. Evade, keep evading. If he goes back there, use your red 9 to catch up.
Running out of options, huh?
And at this point it's very complicated to avoid his attacks because he's going after you no matter what. So get down, shoot him in the face. The most important thing of this playthrough is that you know getting the S+ is possible. Knowing that, you'll face all the dangers ahead with calm and focus. For the X attack, just stand still. Keep shooting your red 9. The red 9 is very powerful at this point. Remember, you can avoid the logs just the way you did upstairs. Try to stay in the corners of the cabin. Here I took my time opening my inventory. Just taking a little break. The fight is almost done. Keep in mind that every second that passes is a second less. And here he got me. Here I thought I was done for, but fortunately the only thing I needed to do was to hit him one more time, and now he's done. It's not an easy fight. Nothing about this game in professional is
Give
easy,
my regards to your god.
even if you have the infinite weapons,
This fire's bound to catch
except if you have the infinite rocket launcher. For everything else, it's complicated to survive. You just need to endure and do as best as you
I
can.
won't let that happen. I
Don't
promise.
surrender, keep shooting, keep hitting him, and he'll die eventually, like everything else in this game. We are reaching the castle, and while we reach the castle there are two treasures here. I recommend only to shoot at the treasure in the tree, because the other treasure is a gold token and we are not going to use tokens in this playthrough. And congratulations, that's the end of the chapter. Don't save here. It took me 20 minutes to get through this chapter. And now we are done. From now on everything is going to be easier. I'm just going to give you some advices on how to approach some sections of the game. But the infinite Chicago Sweeper is just an overpowered weapon. Our main goal from now on is to get enough money to buy some rocket launchers for some enemies and to upgrade the power of the infinite Chicago Sweeper to the max. Be sure to go to the back of this area to grab the treasure there. Grab all the items you can grab and then go to the merchant.
Come take a look. Well,
Talk to the merchant
I've got something new for you.
and trade the spinels for the exclusive upgrade
Which
ticket.
weapon will you be given a shine?
Then go to the Chicago Sweeper and exchange the exclusive upgrade ticket. And congratulations, you have your infinite Chicago Sweeper. You can from now on sell absolutely everything. You don't need the red 9, you don't need the shotgun. The only thing you need is the primal knife and the Chicago Sweeper. And also keep all your grenades. The grenades are important. For the rest you can sell absolutely everything. Here I got enough money to buy the first rocket launcher. I advise you to do that right now.
You see is what I
We are going to use this rocket launcher against Verdugo.
more interesting if you
Use the resources and the powder to create grenades and flashbangs. That's the only thing you need to do. And buy the upgrades for the primal knife and the Chicago Sweeper. From this point onwards you should try to do a speedrun. You should treat the game as if you were doing a speedrun. Just go through it, killing absolutely everything you can kill, grabbing absolutely everything you can grab, but don't stay too much in places. Just go through the main path as fast as you can, killing everything and avoiding unnecessary steps. There are some useful escapes later on, escapes not glitches and not bugs, but intended escapes that you can do. The biggest escape in this section in the castle is the Ashley escape. As you can see here, I just kept shooting until the plaga was gone. And this is the same strategy for every single enemy in the game from now on. You don't need to worry about reloading, you don't need to worry about ammo. The only thing you need to worry about is to heal when necessary and advance as fast as you can at a steady pace. We are about to reach the cannon section before meeting Ramon. Here, aim through this window to raise the cannon right away. If you are not careful enough, you may die here, so keep in mind that you are not invincible if you have the Chicago Sweeper. You can survive better, but just don't be careless and move accordingly. Don't rush, especially not at this point, because One single hit of those rocks can kill you. Be careful, shoot everyone, shoot this guy up the stairs and get back because there is another dude here. Now, after you kill him, go back up. Heal if you can, if you have the herbs. At this point I had 0 herbs, but I have the Chicago Sweeper, so I feel very confident in everything. Be careful with the enemy on the right. Don't worry if Ashley gets caught. As you see, you can shoot her and nothing happens, and it's perfectly safe to shoot the enemies through Ashley because of the armor. That's why you absolutely need Armor Ashley for this run. It's not optional. You need Armor Ashley for this run. And of course the Chicago Sweep. You can shoot this barrel here to destroy this catapult. The only optional thing that I'm using here is the primal knife. If you don't have the primal knife, it's okay, just use the normal knife and keep repairing it as best as you can. And after that, just run to the cannon. Run to the cannon. There is an enemy here. Don't worry about the enemy, just go to the cannon. Don't worry if Ashley gets caught, just move the cannon and destroy everything else. As you can see here, I was an idiot. Don't worry about Ashley, she's completely fine, no matter how much or louder she screams. Now you can shoot this catapult from here. It's difficult because the Chicago Sweeper is not very good at long distances, but you can hit the catapult. And now the only thing we have left is to shoot this other catapult around the entrance and shoot the entrance itself. You can take your time, no rush, no danger. Move the cannon and shoot away. Wait until it reloads and shoot the entrance. Now the only thing we have left to do is just to run.
It's open. Go.
Kill all the enemies that may appear in this section. Easy. They keep coming, but you have infinite bullets. It doesn't matter, just hit them in the body, in the head, wherever you like, and they'll be dead no matter what. Don't worry if they spawn plagas, just get back a little and shoot them. Keep shooting, don't worry about the aim, don't worry about absolutely anything, just shoot away and kill all the enemies that may be in front of you. After that, continue through the game,
I'm fine.
break the crates, break all the crates, grab any items you can grab, enter the castle, do the same, break everything, and there is a merchant here.
I mean, it's old, but
Don't save, just sell everything. Use the merchant spots as resting stations. Think carefully about what to sell and what to upgrade, even though there is not too much to think about. As I said before, you only need to upgrade the power of the Chicago Sweeper and the primal knife. Sell everything else and save money to buy more rocket launchers later on. After that, just move on and skip this next cutscene. There are enemies here, 2 with shields, one of them it's going to appear from behind, so be careful. That's why I moved here. Don't worry about Ashley, it's okay, she's going to stay there. Shoot everyone. It's not difficult, just keep in mind that this guy, the one that's behind you, might grab you. But it's okay if you get grabbed, don't worry. This entire run is about being clumsy, but also about being clumsy and getting the S+ rank. Now search a little bit around this area. I used my spare key in this treasure, it's a gold ingot. And now send Ashley to open the door. There was a big escape in this place. You can use the door escape in the main entrance there. But now it's patched. While Ashley is opening the door, just circle around the place, grab all the items you can grab, break all the breakable items you can break. And after you are satisfied, go through the door and go to the right side because there is an elegant perfume bottle in this section. Go to the end and open the chest. After that, go back. Keep running. Remember to break everything and subscribe to the channel. And enter through this little space here. To the left there is a ruby and some ammo. And after grabbing it, just go to the Garrador fight. Before reaching it, you can grab a red herb, some ammo, and some shotgun shells.
What was that? Do they keep animals down here or something?
Once you grab the key, be ready to get back and press start and Y to skip the cutscene. Here you have the infinite Chicago sweeper. That's why you need to run as fast as you can here, then crouch. Crouch around this place. It's not going to catch you. Throw the grenade to this place because once the grenade explodes, he's going to take damage and he's going to face that way, exposing the plaga to you and your Chicago sweeper. Once that happens, just unload your Chicago sweeper to the back of the Garrador, keep shooting, just keep shooting and he'll be dead in no time. There you go, he's dead. Don't get too close once he's down because he can hit you with one of his swipes. Grab the gemstone, go to the door, keep holding the button to open the door. Once the door is open, go and break this little jar here and then move on to meet Ashley again. We are almost at the end of this video, and as you can already tell, the castle with the Chicago sweeper is a breeze. Here I had a misinput and opened that document. I just closed it as fast as I could, then moved forward. Go up the ladder, and in this place there are a few useful items.
Okay?
I'm fine. Well,
A spinel, a green herb, and you can avoid shooting this one because this is a silver token. You don't need silver tokens here. The solution to this puzzle is very simple. Just shoot the eagle, shoot the deer, and shoot the snake. Here I made a mistake. I could have shot the snake after the eagle to make things quicker, but don't worry. Enter the place, grab the sword, go back, and grab the other swords.
Well, it's just a replica. Only a couple of uses for it.
The solution to this puzzle is pretty simple too. First is the silver, then gold, then the bloodied sword, and finally the rusted sword. In that order, from left to right. Once you put them all in place, the door will open and you can continue with your game.
guess you're right.
Here, break the crates. Be careful because there is a viper here. Open everything else and be sure to grab the treasure that's in the back. This one. That's a gold bangle. Here you need to hit the water horse. Go here, shoot the water horse,
Room as before, isn't it? Guess we just
climb to the chandelier,
What are you doing?
and shoot the snake. Then after that, go down here and open this chest to get another treasure. open the door, go to the left, and by the time you reach this place, the ladder will be down. Thanks to Ashley. Go up,
Leon, are you kidding me? Jumping across chandeliers, seriously, who does that?
break everything you can break, and
What are
go
you, my
to
mother?
the right to the next section. Now we are approaching one of the most difficult parts in the entire game, and it's the water hole. But you have the infinite Chicago sweeper, and that's why the water hole is no longer a problem. Don't get me wrong, it might get rowdy, but the important thing is that you know that you have the firepower to survive it no matter what. Keep shooting at absolutely everything that is in front of you and you'll be fine. What I recommend here is to go to the left as soon as you enter, grab everything and go towards the back of the room. If you have some healing items, be sure to mix them before entering any fight around this water hole. Go to the back and the enemies will spawn in this place. Shoot them, continue to the back, look up and keep shooting everything until they all are dead. Be careful because there is one guy that shoots arrows at you at this point. That's why I go to the right and try to hit him from this point. He got me, no big deal. Like I said, aiming with the Chicago sweeper is kinda difficult, so I just decided to go down and continue killing the enemies down below. Here most of the enemies are going to spawn plagas. Don't put too much thought on that, just shoot the plagas. Don't worry about the ammo, you don't need to worry about the ammo anymore, so shoot away. Just shoot away. Shoot away. As you can see, there are two plagas here. I'm not scared at all. I just kept shooting until they are all dead. As simple as that. And this proves the power of the Chicago sweeper. It's not even maxed out in power, and you can keep spamming and everything will be fine. Just remember that you are fine. Try to keep all the enemies away from you, and that's not difficult to do with the sweeper. Now go grab the wheel, and as soon as you have the wheel,
This should do the trick.
go through this side and use the wheel. While running towards the place, be sure that all the enemies are dead before using the wheel. This next part is also complicated for some people, it's also complicated for me. The main goal here is to reach the center of the room. Run as fast as you can towards the entrance of the waterfall, killing all the enemies. Here some enemies appeared at my back. I was careless, but it is okay. So now when you reach the center of the room, prepare a flashbang and throw it. That will give you enough time to use the wheel in the center and get to the next part of this section. As soon as you see the stairs down, run towards them without looking back. Once you're in this part, no enemies can reach you except the guys that throw arrows at you. So be careful with those, and if you can kill them before sending Ashley to the upper side of the room, please do that. We are almost done with this section, and after this we are going to be basically at the middle of the entire playthrough. Now we are going to send Ashley up. She's going to be perfectly fine up there, Just try to kill all the enemies as fast as you can as soon as you see them. The Chicago Sweeper is not very good at long distances, but it can get the job done. And once again, don't worry too much if the enemies grab Ashley. They can't do anything to her. If they grab Ashley, just shoot them as fast as you can and everything will be fine. This section is not difficult at all with the Chicago Sweeper. Now when she's done with the first part, just look down and kill all the enemies that may appear close to you. There are some with shields and some may throw axes at you, so be careful with those. Just kill any leftovers. As you can see here, they are very close to Ashley and I'm just firing through them with no worries at all. There is another shield guy here, other one in the back. Be ready for those, kill them as fast as you can, and once they are down, just keep shooting the guys upstairs. This guy grabbed Ashley, but no problem. Shoot him. There are no more enemies down here with us, so the only ones we need to worry about at this point are in the upper level with Ashley. Relax at this point, there's nothing to worry about, we are on time, there are almost no enemies and Ashley is doing her job perfectly. And that's it, she did it. Now I just need to use this wheel here to reveal the last section of the bridge and we'll be good to go. And that's the waterhole. Not complicated at all, very easy with the Chicago Sweeper, and we are reaching the end of this second part of this guide with our CLUMSY 2B. In this last section the only thing you need to do is to break the crates and go to the end of the chapter. Send Ashley through the other side of the door, wait for her until she opens the door, go through it and be ready to skip the cutscene. Now at this point I want to say thank you for watching, thank you for staying to the end, thank you for using this guide to get your S+ rank, or even if you are not using this guide to get the S+ rank, thank you so much just for following my channel and following my content and watching what I do. Videos like these are not easy to make. If you like what you see, please subscribe, give a like and leave a comment if you feel so inclined. This chapter took me 21 minutes and 17 seconds. So thank you, this is the end of this second part. I'll see you in the next one, and trust me, everything is going to be easier from this point onwards. Thank you for staying to the end. See you around.